Wondering what a $21 burger looks like. Shooting video and driving for the last 12 hours. That is just was the reality last night. And if you press the wrong one, your credit card doesn't usually like that. So the guy's missing like all his teeth. I guess that's what rednecks are here in Canada. This is like a whole highway here. And I just found the best chip flavor ever in Canada. I don't think you're gonna meet somebody else that crashes subways. This is my world now. Currently between Bath and Jasper, and we are gonna try to find some food at this little grocery store. Yeah, it's the usual stuff. Really expensive. Basically, almost reminds me of Yellowstone almost. Yeah, the minimum thing is $20. So yeah, this is very expensive in this part. But what are you gonna do, right? There's really no choice. Wondering what a $21 burger looks like. That's what it costs. Oh man, this trip's killing me financially. I may never be able to financially recover. That's an inside joke. Guess what? Another waterfall. Yes! Just never ends here. Okay, so we have been shooting video and driving for the last 12 hours. We woke up literally 12 hours ago. It's been pretty crazy. It's barely 5 o'clock. So I think we're hitting a wall here because that's a great waterfall, but I just have no energy or willingness to try to stay there and fight the crowds and the people and try to do something. I just can't do it. Did too much today. Burned through two and a half Sony batteries, burned through half a cell phone battery, probably through 3 or 4 GoPro batteries. So yeah, that's a full-on 3-day filming in 12 hours. It's quite a bit. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the waterfall, and we're gonna now jump on the road and get to the city of Jasper. Probably gonna spend the night there. Not sure what's after that. We'll figure it out. It's all part of the adventure. Morning, another day, another adventure. This is our campsite yesterday. This is the overflow parking outside Jasper National Park. Basically, it's for people who don't plan ahead and just show up at the last minute. Luckily, there was room, but yeah, there's a lot of other people here. It was very loud this morning, and funny enough, the squirrels were the loudest thing in here, outside the children screaming. So that is just was the reality last night, but it is what it is. So as you can see, that is the beautiful mountains of Jasper, which is great. So today's plan is to head to Prince George, which is about a 5-hour drive, plus stopping and eating and all that stuff. And yeah, although it was very loud, it was a very nice, beautiful campsite itself. So, all right, on the road we go. Yeah, I know what time it is. Subway time. Woo! This is probably what, our 45th Subway of the trip?
Yeah. At
least. Crazy. But
well,
it is the healthiest option for breakfast, mostly anywhere. Good morning, everybody. Okay, so last night and the last 2-3 nights, been hanging out with a nice gentleman called Kelly. Kelly hosts motorcycle travelers from all over the world. He's in Prince George, Canada. It's basically the little focal point that where all roads intersect to everybody going north to Alaska. So he gets a lot of people over here, and there's actually another rider coming in tonight. So he's very nice to host us for the last 2-3 nights, and got a chance to work on the computer, do some blog stuff, uploaded the cinematic video thing, did the whole thing, did the SEO stuff, thumbnail things, things of that nature. So yeah, took some time off trying to find that balance between not too much work, not too much travel, don't drive myself crazy, and don't burn myself out, for those of you who watched the last vlog. So got nice bike parking. We call it the princess parking. Grace got the outside parking just because I have all the camera gear, so it's a little safer inside. So yeah, so today's plan is to go through some beautiful off-roads of British Columbia. The reason you come to British Columbia is because you want to do the off-roads, you want to do gravel, you want to do the forest roads, which they specifically are, and it's all about the outdoor adventure. It's about the forest. It's about, I don't know, it's all that stuff. So why take a highway when you can take an off-road? So that's gonna be today's adventure. Not sure how it's gonna play out, but we have a map and we'll see how it goes. Ain't that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we'll see you on the road. So this is my really cool parking space for the evening. Kelly has a really beautiful and awesome workshop. This was the place where we stayed at over here. And this is our nice little room that we stayed in. I took the couch. Grace got the bed. Yeah, very nice having cushions below you when you sleep, I realize, because when you're camping out for about a week, your back really starts to suffer. All right, so as I mentioned earlier, this is the town of Prince George, as you can see right over there. It's a very cool town. It's very small. It's about 80,000 people in population, but like I said, it's the crossroads with all of Canada coming in for anybody going further north to Whitehorse or going up all the way to Alaska. And yeah, it's super nice, super quaint, and yeah, if I could live anywhere right now, I wouldn't mind staying here for a week. But yeah, the winters here are pretty bad. All this is obviously snow and stuff, so currently making our way to breakfast, which if anybody watches these vlogs, take a guess where's breakfast? That's right, Subway, you guessed it. So Subway is next for breakfast. And another day, another Subway. So the thing I find funny about gassing up in Canada is first they always ask you for a car wash. Obviously, no car wash. That'd be silly. But then basically you have to authorize a certain amount of money before you gas up. So there's options for $50, $75, $150, $250. Yeah, and if you press the wrong one, your credit card doesn't usually like that sometimes. And then you can't gas up, and you got to keep picking the right numbers until your credit card likes the number that you clicked. So it's kind of a weird thing. Seriously, it's a whole show just to try to gas up. Insane. Just give me gas. That's all I want. So officially entering the forestry roads of Canada, and there are about another 250 kilometers, 200 kilometers of this, which is about 120, 150 miles of roads all the way down south to Vancouver from here like this. This is gonna be awesome. So this is why you want to have a motorcycle, dual purpose motorcycles for moments and places like this where, you know, you can go off and say hi to the cows, or you can, you know, enjoy a nice little off-road adventure and get places most people don't visit and get to see. So definitely there's nobody been out here, and it's been quite nice to leave the city limits after a few days. So it's, this is the good stuff right here. All right, so I pulled over here and I saw that the scenery looked really nice and it was very drone worthy. So I asked Grace to be my stunt double, and she did a nice job of driving this road, and I was filming. And I did it far enough so you can't really tell it's not me. So when I do that cinematic film, that's actually Grace driving, not me. Oh, my helmet cam's still recording. Yeah, I gotta make sure on these roads, everything tends to loosen up and shift and stuff, so you gotta always make sure that everything's tight, good, still wrapped around. Oh look, my kickstand just fell down. Look at that. Always gotta check. Huh? So the problem with the cinematic filming that I'm doing is that it's a lot of stopping and going and checking things out, and some things look good, some things don't look. You gotta wait for the right lighting. It's tough, it really, really is. So currently found this little section where I'm gonna try to get a few different shots. So I'm gonna have Grace hold the camera and be driving across it, get some nice cool shots, and we'll see what we can get. Yeah, this air is very, very gorgeous. So right now we got a little bit of a diffused clouding situation going on, which is nice. But yeah, imagine doing this all day long though. I mean, it's just stopping, going, on the bike, off the bike, on the bike, off the bike. It's it starts weighing and adding on you. That's the difficulty of doing something like this. And again, the reason a lot of people don't do it is because it's difficult and very time consuming and stressful. And yeah, that's the way it goes. Isn't that right, Grace?
Yes.
I got the gray seal of approval. That's true. So we had a little bit of an interesting experience. We were just down here trying to do some of the cinematic filming, and some guy in a truck just hauling ass stops, looks at us, says something, yells. The guy's missing like all his teeth. I guess that's what rednecks are here in Canada, maybe, and just bombed away, and it was really weird. We actually saw a bear earlier on the road, and it was like, oh, that's nice, it's cute, it ran away, all everything. We were more scared of this guy than we were of the bear. Ah, it's weird, huh? Yeah, it was real strange.
Mildly terrifying.
It was kind of, yeah, out here in the boonies, things can get weird. So if you guys have seen my vlogs, I usually say I don't buy anything when I go travel and stuff. I usually just bring back the experiences and the moments. In this case, I saw something that was really cool that I wanted to have, and that is this thermos in Yellowstone National Park. It actually says Yellowstone National Park. It's our 150th anniversary of being a national park, and I said cool. And yeah, I decided to get it as a little souvenir, and luckily it was half price because it was already kind of damaged. The funny thing is I damage these things all the time, so I knew I was going to damage it anyway. So luckily I got like 30–40% off. It's pretty awesome. And yeah, it's great. It's a little souvenir from Yellowstone. Back to the adventure. Well, a lot of these roads for the forestry, if you guys don't know, are because they're logging roads. Basically what needs to happen is the government mandates that they keep a good road, and they actually have to have pull-out sections of the road where you can, they're called recreation sites, where you can go camp. Sometimes there's picnic tables, there's fire pits. These logging roads, the best thing about them is they're scenic, number one. Number two, they're maintained to a point. Number three, there's recreation sites where you can camp out for free pretty much every 5 miles, every 7 miles or something. Pretty awesome. So yeah, really cool about the forest roads here in Canada. Good job, Canada. Thumbs up. So one very interesting observation of these forest roads is how wide they are. Look at this, it's like a whole highway here, and that's because they bring these huge logging trucks and they got to go back and forth, and I guess they got to have space for 2 of them on the same road. But this is absolutely amazing. It is just massive, but they're so cool. And you know, you see nature like that, you see bears running by. It's pretty neat. It's sure is a nice break from the highway. Alright, so after about 2 hours on the off-roads and forest trails, lunchtime, and one thing Grace and I always agree on is Walmart, obviously for the prices, and number 2, chips. We're here for actual potato chips because we love the salt things, so we're always on the hunt for chips around Canada and the US.
Payment method.
So it's interesting, sweating and being so hot all the time. I have definitely come across situations now where I'm super, where I'm super thirsty for salt and carbs, and yeah, chips is just the thing to do. And I just found the best chip flavor ever in Canada, spicy dill pickle. It's absolutely amazing. Oh, definitely tastes spicy, and it's definitely tasting like dill pickle. Oh, so good. Love the salt. So in life, you will meet people who crash weddings, who crash parties, who crash different things of life. But I don't think you're going to meet somebody else that crashes subways, because we had Subway from like 2 towns over about 3 hours ago. We didn't buy anything here. We just literally just walked in. We brought our Subway from a different Subway, and we sat down and we had our lunch. Nobody said a single thing, and we left. So yeah, today's awesome experience is crashing subways. Not sure I can say the same hearing about anybody else doing it. So yeah, today's fun thing, crashing a subway.